Today my room is full of guests, and as I did my little segue about 15 minutes ago for you, we are here with Chris Brock from State Farm Insurance because Chris has got another campaign that he's working on to benefit the library. So I'm just going to pass it on to Chris to explain what it is, and then it can move on to the girls so they can explain what it is Chris is talking about doing for them. So
absolutely,
it'll go back and forth, and it's yours.
All right, thank you. Yeah, what we're here to explain today is we have a new fundraising program that the Conneaut Public Library is participating in. It is a new grant opportunity sponsored by State Farm, and it's called the Neighborhood Assist. It is an opportunity for the Friends of the Conneaut Public Library to win $25,000, and they are going to use this $25,000 when they win it for a new program called RISEup. And I'm going to let them explain RISEup in a second, but real quick, and we'll get back to it here again after they explain what RISEup is. This is a contest. It's similar to Celebrate My Drive, but it's not the same thing. It has no impact on what Celebrate My Drive was in the past. It doesn't take away from Celebrate My Drive. It doesn't take away from the high school or any of the money that they won. It's a completely separate program that is called Neighborhood Assist, and it's an opportunity for the city of Conneaut to win another $25,000 that the library can use. And once again, we need the community support to vote for them. And if they're one of the top 40 vote getters, they will get the $25,000. But the next thing we want to do is we want to spend a little bit of time explaining what RISEup is and what we want to use this $25,000 for. So I'm going to turn it over to the library girls, and they're going to spend a little bit of time talking about that.
Looks like you're all looking at me. So must be my turn.
We're all looking at you.
Your time to shine.
Well, RISEup was a concept that Kathy and I kind of brainstormed together, and we came up with an idea of these bags that would be theme-based, and they would provide children with literature, Ralia items, hands-on items. Each bag would be about one particular idea, like art or geology or dance or music, and it would give children from preschool to grade 2 an opportunity to possibly explore different avenues that maybe when they get older, or at that time, it would spark an interest that would actually lead to possibly a career path. And that was the idea behind what they were. They would be a bag kind of like this, only bigger, because as I'm putting stuff in, this is not what a bag. This is just what maybe it would look like. It would have books. This one I put together would be like for art. There's a book about Van Gogh. There's a book called Art Detective, I Love to Paint. This is storybook art, which I love this book anyway. This is creating art from famous illustrations in picture books. And just a fun book, Ain't Gonna Paint No More by David Catro. That is my maiden name. I think actually we are related. I keep trying to get a hold of him. Catro's a real unusual name. So 13 paintings children should know. And so also in there might be a canvas. Maybe this is a template, I mean what you call it, a easel. That would be to hold the canvas.
I've seen
there
those
might
before.
be Play-Doh to get you interested in sculpting. Yeah, we had those made.
No.
Yes, sculpting and paintbrushes, maybe some paint, and of course each bag, the biggie, each bag would have a tablet that would be preloaded with all sorts of fiction, nonfiction, ebooks, games, everything that would be specific to the topic in that bag. Like this would have all art stuff. We would also download a file that would have all sorts of information about career opportunities with pertaining to that one subject. And so we hope that this would help kids really develop an interest in something at an early age and maybe know where they want to go.
Now they would borrow this. This would be something like a library book.
Yes.
You would come in and you would sign it out and you would have it for say a week or 2 weeks or whatever.
It's going to be cataloged, so it will be checked out.
Okay.
Not only for the kids in our community, but because it would be cataloged, anybody in Ashtabula County would have access to these, as well as CleveNet. any of the libraries that we're linked with Cleveland, which is 43 other libraries. And so it would benefit more than just Conneaut.
Yeah.
It would be a wonderful thing. And if somebody could not get into the library, we plan to have like a volunteer, Vicky.
Retirement? Yeah, retired but not gone.
Actually bring these to the home if you can't get into the library.
Delivery and pickup will be available.
Yes, delivery and pickup would be available also.
They will be housed at the library, so you can stop in as well. You know, so.
And so this is what it might look like. And I think we sat down and we were thinking possibly, depending on how much each bag, what we decide to put into each bag, there's a possibility of us to buy 50 to 70 complete bags.
To get started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, $25,000 can do amazing things. I mean, that's just not a spit in the bucket. That's like a lot of buckets with a lot of spit in them.
Exactly.
And, you know what I mean? That really does get you.
Right, and for each genre that we have, like we'll probably have 5 of each type. We'll have 5 science bags, 5 art bags.
Yes.
Engineering, math.
All right, so each month the bag won't change. You will have, you can come in and say, this month I'd like an art bag.
Yes.
This month I'd like a bag, a geology bag.
Yes.
Okay, so they'll already be set up, ready to
Yes.
go. You get to just get to
Different.
choose.
Yes.
Just like a different book on the shelf.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
month
So you
get a
can
different
enrich
book.
yourself. You can
And
try
these-
something new every time.
And they would
find
also
out.
be a great asset to like the nursery schools within our community and Lakeshore
Teachers.
teachers at Lakeshore
Teachers can really,
would be
Yeah,
able to.
it adds to
absolutely.
their curriculum.
And they'll have different ideas in them too for different things that you could do at home. You know, different activities that you could do at home with regards to the one topic. So
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That really is.
We're excited.
We're excited,
Yeah.
super
Yeah,
excited.
we're
You know, not only for nurseries, but for stay-at-home moms, you know,
oh yes.
That'd be great
bringing
for
this
homeschool
into the
things,
kids,
too.
it just helps
Right.
get everything ready for school and just, if you haven't walked in the library in a while, and let's hope everyone has, but just look at the books that you just pulled out. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's amazing. It's amazing what's there. So, awesome.
Yeah.
So we got $25,000 we got to win.
I
We
know.
do have to win it.
Yes. we
So
do.
now we need to tell you how to do that.
Yes.
We need to tell everybody how they can help us win this $25,000. And the contest kicked off this morning, and I'm happy to report that we were already ranked 34th before we walked in this morning. But just to give a tiny bit of background,
Out of 200 too.
yes,
So that's
how this happened was the Neighborhood Assist Program. State Farm opens it up nationwide for people to submit grant requests, and they take up to 4,000 requests during a period.
All right, and I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second.
Sure.
Think about that. 4,000 grants came in, and our library, they only picked the top 200.
Correct.
Yeah,
200.
top
Our
200.
library
And
was in the top 200
Yeah.
of those 4,000 grants. That in itself
that
is
was
a win.
You know,
that's the hard
Okay,
part.
continue.
Hey, how hard it is.
That's the right grants.
Oh, yes.
And that was the hardest
tough.
part that we had to talk about.
That is
Yeah.
the hardest part.
To get from one of those 4,000 entries to be one of the 200 finalists.
Yeah.
And once we were pared down to one of the 200 finalists, they said, great, now what I think is the easy part. They take the 200 finalists and they say, listen, we're going to have this contest. It's what's called crowdfunding, where they take these 200 causes, these 200 grants, and they put them on Facebook. And anybody that wants to can go on Facebook and they can pick a cause or however many causes they want to vote for, and they can vote. And the top 40 causes get $25,000 each. So really, we only have to be one of 40 out of 200. That's not bad.
Right.
I mean, if you
One in
think
five.
about it, 1 in
Yeah.
5 are going to win. And I know that Conneaut will support these girls. And I know that Conneaut wants to win. So, I mean, like I said, within a couple hours, we're already ranked 32nd or 34th.
Yeah, we're the
And-
only one in Northeast Ohio.
And not just Conneaut,
Yes.
Friends of Conneaut, right? Because we're going
Exactly.
everywhere.
All over.
This-
Right?
this
All
doesn't-
around
Ashtabula
different
County
towns.
can
Right.
vote for us because it's going to benefit
Right.
the entire county
It will.
and the surrounding areas
Right, the
with
whole entire
Cleveland.
county, absolutely.
So we need
So everybody get on board.
Yes.
we need
So
support.
what
Yeah.
we need people to do is the easiest way to do this, and it is really, really easy
Super
for
easy.
anybody that hasn't voted yet this morning. The easiest way to do it is to go on Facebook, go to the Conneaut Public Library's Facebook page, And when you're on their page, you're gonna see, all over their page at this point now, you're gonna see RISEup. And
Show
with the, I don't know if they can zoom in on,
Yeah.
on the little RISEup.
Here goes the
Logo.
Zoom man.
Zoom in on that. That's our logo for our
The automatic
bags.
zoom here.
That's a logo for
Zoom,
RISEup.
zoom.
You'll see the,
There's hands
we use
reaching
the
up.
high tech here. The
You will
RISEup
Yes.
logo. So you're gonna see the RISEup logo on the library Facebook page. And with the RISEup logo, there will be a link to the the State Farm Neighborhood Assist. I'm gonna just turn this around real quick. And you don't have to really see this, but there's a hyperlink that will be in everywhere on the library's page. And you're gonna click on that link, or anywhere on the Conneaut Public Library where you see RISEup, you're gonna click on their link to vote. And you can back that out, Bob, we'll set this back down. And when you click on that, it's gonna take you right to their page on Neighborhood Assist. So you don't have to search for them, you don't have to look for them. It's gonna take you right to the spot to vote for the library, and it says RISEup. And then there'll be a little box where it says, if you check here, it'll take all 10 of your votes for the day. You can vote up to 10 times a day. You check that little box, and you hit vote now, and you're done. So you literally click on a link, it takes you to the spot that you need to vote. You check that you're
You
gonna.
want to show it right here? There's a you can click right on there on mine if you
We
want.
can
If you can
try
see
to
it.
zoom in.
Can you get
Yeah,
that one?
we'll show you how easy it is.
It is really, really easy.
So if you've got 5 email addresses,
Well, it's
It's
not
not
email addresses,
just
it's Facebook
Facebook.
It's through
accounts.
Facebook.
Oh.
No
okay.
email
Yeah.
this time.
Turn.
Just
Yeah.
Facebook and Twitter
oh,
for that.
And you
Yeah,
hit the
Twitter.
link.
For when you
Yeah.
spread it.
For when you spread it, yes, you can spread it on Twitter,
Twitter.
too. So we're on Facebook, and you
Yeah,
you
and you'll see the.
right here, Conneaut Public Library. There's a link right in there. I'm gonna tap it.
Oh, it has to connect to their Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So you're not
Can't
connected
connect
to the,
right. It says can't connect right now.
No.
Don't we have Wi-Fi here or something?
yeah, but I don't want to get the password out.
Never mind.
Well-
Never mind. Go
Whisper
continue
in
on.
Stephanie's
It's like-
ear, and then we'll just whisper
Yeah.
it all over.
See
See if it makes it.
you would click on that link,
Click right
and
on
it
the
takes
link.
you right to the page for the library's vote.
Right.
You check a button for all 10 of your votes to go to the library's cause, and you hit vote now, and you're done.
Done.
And we ask that you do it once a day. So it takes about literally 10 seconds
Yep.
of your time when you're on Facebook per day.
Every day.
And this contest runs through June 3rd. So it is 3 weeks. That is a little bit of a time commitment that we're asking people to participate in. But if you do it once a day for 3 weeks, the library's gonna end up with $25,000. And we're gonna have this great new program that will help support the youth of Conneaut.
Exactly.
We encourage you to vote daily, vote often, spread the word. You know, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your relatives, even if they're not in Conneaut anymore. Ask them to go on the library. Anybody can go on and vote.
Friend
They
of
don't-
Conneaut Public Library, right.
Like the library's page, you'll get a daily reminder in your news feed to vote. If you've got a business out there and you would like to have an email blast sent to your staff, please get a hold of myself or the library. We'll send you an email that we can do a daily email blast to your employees so that they can get on Facebook, and it will not affect productivity of the office. I promise you, it takes 10 seconds to vote. It is really quick and really easy.
And if you prefer Twitter too, that's another source that we'll have it right on Twitter.
To get the link to
To
go
get the
into the
link.
Facebook
Yeah,
to
To get the
vote.
link.
So
And I voted, I was waiting till midnight because voting opened up. I fell asleep and I woke up at 12:06 and I went, and I went on Facebook and I hit the link. It comes up, it's on the right-hand side at the top. And as you can vote 10 times and you can do it all at once. You vote once and it says you got 9 more votes, 8 more votes, 7, 6, 5,
And that
until
was
you're all
actually
done
fun.
voting. Yeah, I was like,
I was like,
oh.
oh, I got 5 more votes.
And and if you hit that link and want to go back there,
Yeah.
you won't be able to vote again. It won't let you vote. It'll tell you that you've already used your 10 votes
10
for that
for
day.
the day.
Because I actually went back in just to see.
I just
You
can't
know,
believe how
what it
easy
would
it
do.
is.
It's super
Just,
easy.
And then you
10
can
seconds.
share that with all of your friends.
Right, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so you
They
share
know
and
you
like it
voted.
with
Share them and
everyone.
like it, and you can invite people
to vote.
to vote for your cause.
Play it forward.
And
Yeah.
the nice thing about this, because it's so simple and easy and it's not asking for any personal information, just like Celebrate My Drive, we are not collecting personal information. This will not be a solicitation for insurance. This is simply an opportunity for State Farm to give back to the community and to support a worthy cause. So nobody's going to be solicited for voting. You're not going to be bombarded with asks of anything. You don't have to input your name. You don't have to put in anything. All you're going to do is go on, click for your 10 votes, and you're done. And just please do it daily.
Yeah.
And we will be posting on a regular basis where we are, but you can check the leaderboard when you're on there, and you can see how good we're doing, and get the word out there, and help us win this $25,000 for the library.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we need your help to win
We
this
need
one.
your help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need our community to
Yeah.
back us
Yeah.
and do
Well,
this.
and you know, these programs, I mean, it's a win-win for everything.
Yes.
Because it is about education, it is about our kids, and you know, you can't go wrong. It's not like you're voting for Tootsie Rolls for everyone. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
you're voting for their future, you know, education and giving opportunities. When you live in a small community, you don't have a lot of opportunities sometimes to do the things or go places or learn things because we're limited in our area, and this opens up a whole
This develops
new
a
world
passion.
for kids. And
kids,
so
yeah.
just like the high school, I mean, winning that $25,000 at the high school has meant so much for so many programs at the high school, things that you wouldn't be able to do. I mean, you don't have to go to the taxpayers to ask for this or for that or for this, or you know, you don't have to drop a program because now you know there's extra money there to help kids.
Yeah.
So this is just there's no downside to this whatsoever.
And I'd like to just share the original grant, some of the verbiage that's in it that Kathy wrote, and it's the lasting impact. This 25,000 State Farm grant is simply inspiration. Wanting more, learning more, being more. RISEup would provide a first glimpse of another life and exposure to new ideas and paths. It would put technology in the hands of those who do not have it in the home. It would teach parents and caregivers to be their child's first teacher. It would spark a child's interest in reading because the topic would be exciting and presented with a variety of different hands-on items. Success starts with a spark. Children will succeed if they are given ample exposure to the tools necessary for early literacy skills. And that's simply put, that's exactly what it is. So.
Yeah. And you are exposing these children at a young age.
Yes.
You know, that's when they're free to dream and to think about their future, and you know, they see something and I want to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
Well, how many times in life that suddenly gets squished? You know, but most of the time it's squished for lack of education, not squished for lack of dreaming. So, you
And
know,
I-
this does
and-
spark that.
When Kathy and I were brainstorming, I think the whole idea came around this sentence that we came up with. What if we could spark an interest in a child that could develop into a passion, that becomes a path to a career, that changes a life, that breaks a cycle?
Right,
Yeah, so-
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
We truly
Feel very
believe that.
passionate
We do.
about it, yes.
Yeah, you know, and we do want to break those cycles. We do want to, you know, offer every child and put them on an equal level
Playing
to
field,
succeed.
yes,
exactly.
You
We all
know,
want
again, a lot of times it's situations in life and lack of education and ability to get this information.
Well, and that's the other thing, maybe hindrance of being able to get into the library, and the fact that we want to bring these out
we will
to
bring
you.
it to
If
you.
that is a barrier, we don't.
Yeah.
We want to be
Big-
access free. I mean,
Right.
barrier free. You know,
Right.
and that's another thing we can do is
Right.
bring it to the child, and
Absolutely.
to the home.
And
so.
how much fun to have that backpack to go run. You
Oh
know,
my
you know
God.
your kids when they were little and they
Yeah.
have that little backpack and they have treasures in
Yeah.
a backpack
Yeah,
and
because-
they carry it around. They don't, you know, wherever
Yeah.
they go, or you know,
Yeah.
it's got their treasures in it, and this would be, you know,
Yeah,
their
their own little
bag
thing.
of
And it's, you know,
treasures.
there's hands-on items in there too, so it's fun. You
Yeah.
know, they're
We have
learning
a-
and they're
yeah, we have
exploring.
a program right now with the leapfrogs that
Leap-pad,
leapfrog,
ultras.
leapfrog ultra.
Leapfrog.
They're called leapfrog though, aren't they?
No,
Leapfrog-
leap-pad.
Leap-pad.
Oh,
Leapfrog ultra. Oh,
They're
God.
leap-pads. We'll leap
Whatever.
anywhere.
But we do have 10 of those that go
Uh-huh.
out right now with just this
Leap pad.
leap pad.
Oh,
Maybe I would say leapfrog because it's green.
green. Yeah.
Oh, leapfrog.
Oh, it's okay. Leap-pad, leapfrog. I think
It does say
leapfrog is
leapfrog.
the.
I was gonna
Right
say
back there.
This is called a leap-pad by leapfrog.
I was gonna say I cataloged them and I could have sworn it said leapfrog on there.
Okay, shorting it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, let's open it. Yeah, right now.
Anyway, we would like for you to vote for anywhere.
And these ones go
Maybe I
out.
gotta switch.
These ones go out right now.
we
This
have
is what we
10
have.
of these.
Right.
Yeah.
And they circulate, and those were bought in cooperation with the prison. The prisoners raised money. They wanted to have technology put into the hands of children who maybe don't have it. And so they raised the money asking that we specifically use it to purchase tablets that could be used, yeah, so.
And
They're
they come
going
in,
out
they
too.
come in this nifty
This-
little,
yeah.
this
Yeah, that's
little
really-
nifty little
that's a
backpack.
Cute little
And it
case.
has, you know, this on the front, and then on the back it has.
We're gonna have
you
a
know,
bag
our
something like
sponsor.
this, but I think it's gonna
We're
have to
gonna
be
have a
bigger
zip- like a
for
zipper
for
bag.
this, for
Yeah.
these, yeah.
For the.
'Cause there's gonna be a
RISEup
lot more
And
kit.
these are the same idea, they're downloaded with specific things.
Yeah. And the tablet won't have Wi-Fi capability.
No.
The
No
RISEup
Wi-Fi.
ones. Yeah,
These
because
ones,
it's just gonna
yeah,
be.
these ones
Just
are
like
big.
here, no Wi-Fi, just like here.
Well, it's a magic word. You have to have
We have a password.
Well, and you know, and again, for some people, having a tablet or having that technology in the hands of children
Yep.
is just something that isn't going to happen. And you know, a lot of times, if mom and dad don't know how to use things, or they're being raised by grandma and grandpa, you have a generational, you know, difference there
yeah.
between, you know, younger parents. Yes, they know, regardless.
Yeah.
But there's a generational gap there too sometimes between, you know, who's raising the children and technology.
Yep.
You just don't get it.
And the other good thing about them, I think, is that we'll have those items, those hands-on, those tactile items, and ideas for things that you can do in your home, which will encourage parents to work with their child
Yeah.
and to be their child's first teacher, which they certainly are. So I think that's a really important aspect of the bags too.
A question just came into my mind as we were talking about that, and I was talking about, you know, generation gap here. If I come in to get one, and is there a little bit of instruction that will go with it? Will somebody sit down and say, this is what's
Yeah.
in this bag?
Well, there'll probably be a checklist.
There's
for
like
one thing.
what the contents are.
Just
Okay.
like
You know.
these do. These
Yeah.
ones have the
Checklist.
checklist, what's in there, and instructions.
Yeah.
And each
It's
staff is
laminated.
trained to, you know, say, oh, this is what is included, this is what you're responsible for, because, you know, it's teaching kids that, you know, they do have to come back and, you know.
But
plus-
each one will.
But each one will have the contents and what it is.
But if
and-
someone were to need explanation,
Oh, yeah.
you know, say I came in and got one,
Oh, yeah,
and I just
we're-
really wasn't sure what to do with
Yeah.
this bag.
Yes,
So when
of
I take
course.
this home to my kindergartner, I'm not exactly sure. You know,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
there's books and stuff, but I you know, I
The
need a
tablet,
little
we
bit of
can-
follow up,
yeah.
and maybe not on if it's delivered or whatever. But you know, say I come into the library and I want
Of
this.
course.
You
Well,
know,
even if it is delivered.
Even if it is delivered,
We're still
people be
able to
on
do
it.
that.
And just like with anything, with the staff, if you are having troubles with,
Anything.
not just that, if you're having troubles downloading a book to your Kindle right now, all of
Yeah.
the staff is trained to help
Yeah.
with that.
Yep.
So we all have
Always help.
our talking points and what to do. So
I fell asleep last night thinking when we get the $25,000, how much fun we're going to have picking the topics and then deciding what we're going to buy to put in the bags and what's out there. Do we want? We could even do videos and we could
I
do
know.
CDs. You know, I was just
Yeah.
like, I was so excited. I could hardly sleep. I can't wait to see what's
dreaming
out
of
there that
dollars
we're going to be able to put in each bag.
Yeah.
And you
So
know,
don't let Steph down.
Our
dreams
Steph.
depend on it.
So please, don't let her down.
vote,
Go and vote.
All right, so let's briefly
Yes.
briefly say again how I vote, how I go
Exactly.
about
Yes.
it, and
Go on to Facebook.
first thing you need is a Facebook. Yeah.
Go on to Facebook. Go to the Conneaut Public Library Facebook page. And you're going to look for any posting they have on there that mentions Rise Up and vote for Rise Up. You're going to click on that hyperlink that will be on their posts. When you get to that hyperlink, it's going to take you to their voting site on Neighborhood Assist. On the upper right hand corner, there's going to be a spot where you check for your 10 votes to go to their cause, which is Rise Up. Let all 10 of your votes go. You hit vote now. And then when that's done, you can share that you voted, and by sharing, it will now be in your
Timeline.
timeline on your wall, and you can just go back on that every day and vote if you want.
Yeah.
Share it so that your friends know, so that they will vote for it as well. But just make sure that you vote once a day. It started today. It goes through June 3rd. You can vote once a day, 10 votes per day. And just put them, and it's Rise Up. So if you don't find the hyperlink and you want to go to Neighborhood Assist, you can look up RISEup. Or if you type in Ohio on the Neighborhood Assist site, we are the first cause listed in Ohio, and it's RISEup. Vote for the library and help us win this $25,000.
I don't know that we said what RISEup stands for, but it stands for Resources for Intellectual Supplemental Education. That's what the acronym is for. So.
Very good.
So rise up.
Rise up.
Rise
Yeah,
up.
and I know you will be on again to remind
Absolutely.
everyone.
Oh yeah. You'll be seeing
Kathy,
these faces.
Kathy will be
Kathy
on
will
next
be in.
time.
And if if you're having any difficulties whatsoever, call the library. They'll walk you
Yes.
right through it, or call Chris. He'll walk
Yep.
you right through it.
Yep.
And once you do it, you'll be oh I can do this.
It's
and
super
then you can
easy.
vote every day. And what a nice gift to give the library. All you just click and you've given them a gift.
I know.
So how
And
nice
we've
is
given our
that?
community a gift that way
Absolutely.
too, because
Yes.
that's who's going to benefit from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful
Thank you very
program
much.
State
Yeah.
Farm has.
Exactly.
It's really for
thankful.
communities around the country. This is
Amazing.
a win-win for everyone. Absolutely wonderful. So don't forget, Rise Up benefits the Conneaut Public Library for their program. It's just going to be wonderful. $25 just to click on Facebook. Go to the Conneaut Library, Friends of the Library, share. It's
Perfect.
great.
Share, share, share.
Yeah.
Vote,
Thank
vote,
you,
vote.
everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
You too.